saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And a short pickup to about the 25. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go now. Cougar.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. Willis looks to pass it here. He's got Harrison left side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Willis. That's caught. It's the tight end Lyman. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run over center with Benson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. A 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
70. Ready.
They'll run with Benson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80.
Willis. zone. Touchdown, Arizona. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Keenan. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They juked him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had him there open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Kick the Eagle! Kick the Eagle!
On 1st down, it's Benson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 101 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Come on!
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, right back to Benson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Willis out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Cardinals hit 4-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Got touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
18 Cardinals.
And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson with his 2nd touchdown there in this first half. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Back to throw again. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Austin, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set! Liking, ain't it?
Willis out of the gun. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Keenan. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Walter Nolan breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Ready? be lying.
Another run here with Benson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Man, 220 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints 37-yard line.
Bronco lead, go.
Here's Willis. Open man here is Benson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down. Rig alert. Rig alert. 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Let go.
Willis will look to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action with Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Willis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll It'll be second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second and 2. Now he'll tuck this and run. This one finds Austin outright. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, but it could have gone for more.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 4-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From a yard out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Second down and 6 now.
Let's go. Liking 18. Ready.
Now Willis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis out of the gun. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
A give up the middle with Benson. Take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught with the ground. Here comes second down.
Brings up second and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now the
focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Panther 60, Panther.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Warriors 70, Cowboy 80. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here we go. First and goal.
Let's go now.
He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point, it's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I tell you, watch do it. We survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, so don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them off. Take a risk, so take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up.
Here's first and 10.
79 Broncos. You not? 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's first down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Tag. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Willis to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. Pretty good coverage by the kick team. So they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. They're Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They ultimately lost the lead. But right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to get out in front and force your opponent to play from behind with a good drive here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Charles, any chance they go for it here?
I think that there's a chance. They have to consider it because of the way they played offense in this game. I mean, look at the scoreboard. Look at the points that they've put up. They feel confident that they can keep it going. But the risk is, and the downside is, you don't get it here, you've set up your opponent in really good field position.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
He takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. A swing pass here to Edwards. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, but everything on the line there. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL's single-game rushing record. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Down to the 25. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here, and the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this for Charles would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Arizona,